Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Williams. I am recording a video for the literacy and hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving break and got a chance to relax and enjoy your families. Hopefully you're uh, happy and safe and everything going great now that you're back to doing your work and getting your work done. So make sure and check Google Classroom for your assignments for your subjects that we'll be working on this week. Just wanted to go over the workbook. We're almost done with the workbook, and we will have a new workbook coming up next week. So teachers will be getting your workbook and your math pages, and we'll be getting things ready for you to for your parents to come and pick up your materials. Like to start with rhyming. We have rhyming that we want to make sure you do. Hopefully you got a chance to do this page. And so for the rhyming, we have some pictures in our workbook, and we have bed, net, and cot. Then we have this picture, pet, red, and dot. So what rhymes with bed? So on this side, what rhymes with bed? Is it bed, pet, bed, red, bed, dot? So think about rhyming. And so rhyming means they sound the same at the end of the word. So we have bed and red, red. So bed, red have the same sound. So you would write the word here, red, and then I would say draw a line to it to show that it matches. Then we have net, net. Which one rhymes with that? Net, pet, net, dot. You should have picked pet. And so you can write the word pet, and then you can draw a line to net. Then you have cot, and the only picture left is dot. So write the word dot, and then draw a line to it to show that it's rhyming. A rhyming word that sounds the same. So when you're listening to words, make sure you're listening very carefully to the last sounds that you hear when you're thinking about matching words together. So if we did bed, what are some other words that rhyme with bed? Okay, some words are head, Ted, said, dread, Ned, wed, Fred, someone's name. Okay, now let's do net. What are some words that rhyme with net? So like pet, wet, jet, let. Next we have cot, cot. So we have dot, hot, rot, pot. Those have the ot sound. For net, we have the et sound. And then bed, we have the ed sound. So make sure you're practicing making rhyming words, creating rhyming words. Dr. Seuss books are good books for rhyming. When you're reading different stories, see if you can find words that rhyme when you're reading stories also. Okay, next they want us to focus on verbs. Verbs, and so verbs are action words. Things, when you're thinking about verbs, it's the action. And so it's the word that is making that person move or that character move in the story or something to move in that story. And so in this one, you have verbs and it says, I will push the cart this afternoon. So push is the action. Then we have, I will climb the mountain tomorrow. So climb is the verb because you're moving your body to climb. We will play. We played baseball yesterday. And so played is the action where you're moving. And you think of some other verbs or action words that you could name for verbs. Okay, so maybe you could do pull, run, jump, slide, hop, dance, twist, swim. Those are examples of verbs in action. So see if you can think of more. Use your body to practice those verbs, like running, swimming. Think of words that you can name that are verbs. Okay, next was preposition. Here are some words in the blue box. And prepositions is that word that shows relationship. Also, when you're thinking of preposition, it is like our prepositions when you're thinking about position words, like where something is. So it goes along with our math when we're practicing, left and right, up, down, top, bottom, under, near, far away. That's also for when you're in reading, those are prepositional words also because it tells where something is. So on this one, it said this fish swams on the pond, in the pond, by the pond. So it would be in the pond. The fish swims in the pond. So you would write the word in here. And so in math, we talked about inside, outside, in the house, out the house. So here we call it a preposition when we're writing so that we can tell where the character is or where one of the animals, or it could be a robot where it is. And so it's the same thing in math that it is in our language arts or writing or reading time. Then we have the tree is on the pond, in the pond, by the pond. What would be a good answer for that one? Hopefully you picked by the pond would be the best answer. So we have the tree is by the pond. So you're going to write the word by right here. Next, we have capitalization. So when you're writing and creating stories, make sure and write the capital letter for the first part of your sentence or the first word in your sentence. Always start off with a capital letter. Think about your name. The first letter in your name is always capital. And it says authors make sure every sentence begins with a capital letter. Then you're going to circle and then write that letter. So our first sentence, it says we can exercise. And if you look at the first letter, the W is not capital. It's not the big letter or the uppercase letter. So you would circle the W and then you would show what the letter should look like. So it should look like the capital W. Then you have it is fun. Is the I capital or lowercase? And if you notice, you don't have to fix this one. And that's called editing. When you have to fix something, you edit it. So this one, you can circle the first letter and then just write the I here, and it's already done correctly. So you're just copying that letter I here. The next sentence you have is L. It says, look at me run, and circle the L. And when you're looking at that L, is it capital or is it lowercase? Uppercase or lowercase? Big or small? So the L is the lowercase L, and so we need to make that a capital L. So here you're going to write the capital L. Last sentence, what can you do? Circle the first letter of the sentence. And is that a lowercase w or a capital W? Okay, so the W is not done correctly, so we have to fix it. And you're going to write the capital W here. Okay, next. This is some of the things that you should be doing in your writing. And it says write a title. So when you get ready to create a book, what's going to be the name of your book? Write a central idea or main idea. What is your story going to be about? Write details. Then it says add details in your words. So adding extra words like maybe using verbs, prepositions, and colors. It could be also the size, shape. So make your story interesting and use lots of words in your stories. Then we have add details in pictures. So add lots of details to your picture. Don't just draw a car and say, I'm done. Where could the car be? It could be on the road. It could be on a hill. It could be on the freeway, a bridge. Show what the sky would look like. Things that you would see when you're in a car driving. What would it look like? So that's adding details. Next, we have the new chapter that we're working on, and this just reminds us of all the places our stories have taken us. So make sure and get your parents to read these pages to you, reflect and think about the different stories we read. Here are the other stories that we've read this 6 weeks and discussed. Think about all the different things, questions you can answer. And then for today, we were studying the short sound for O, which makes the R